Hey Pisces, welcome to AshunasTarot. I went ahead and pre-shuffled and laid out the spread and connected to spirit in regards to your reading. So Pisces, I'm doing this reading first thing in the morning, and to be fully honest, I don't know for who this reading is, but this energy keeps coming up. So we talked about it in yesterday's reading, but for whoever this is, I feel like there's part of the collective that is still kind of working through this energy, and there's another part of the collective that's already kind of like moving on with this like more fiery energy of the King of Wands. But okay, so what I'm going to say, because even with the Oracle cards, they kind of play off of each other. We have overcoming obstacles, worry, and nature. And the general energy is the Four of Swords. So, like, right off the bat, Pisces, let's get into it. Four of Swords, you're not in healing mode anymore, okay? Like, you've already done the healing work, and any kind of healing cycle that's trying to pull you in right now is only to perpetuate an endless healing cycle. You don't have to heal endlessly, Pisces. Like, we're never going to get it done. Does that make sense? Like, everyone's always going to be healing a certain aspect of ourselves, but you're no longer being called in to be in this Four of Swords kind of mode, okay? Like, if there's anything that you kind of need to touch base on, if there's anything that you need to kind of just accept and let go, right now is the time, because this kind of like saying that, you know, like you're healing and you're going within is kind of keeping you in a Two of Wands situation, in a comfort zone, okay? Because a lot of you that resonate with these readings are coming from a massive healing cycle of your lives where it was kind of like dark nights of the soul, spiritual awakenings, you know, letting people go, you know, cutting things off, having to transition, like a lot of changes. And so you're coming out of that cycle and stepping into a new cycle. And so what I'm getting with this energy, if it's coming up in the cards, it means it's still present. So for whoever this is who I'm reading this for. Because again, I feel a lot of you have already overcome this phase and you're moving on. Like everything is kind of like smooth sailing. Like you're using the energy and you're moving forward, you're taking action. But for a part of the collective, there seems to be some kind of challenge with, I don't know if you're kind of like overthinking the next step. I don't know if you're kind of overthinking getting out of your comfort zone, but there's a lot of worry going on. And you remember yesterday, and again, I don't know who watches these readings, but if you follow the readings, Five of Swords is a card that we had yesterday, okay? Five of Swords is the exact same thing as the Worry card, okay? And these are two different decks. So if it's coming up, it's coming up. I have to touch base on it. So I don't know for who this is, but yeah, let's go ahead and continue the reading. So yeah, Four of Swords, if there's any kind of perpetual healing cycle that's trying to pull you in, it's not like you're not, it's not necessarily that you have to heal. Like we're all always healing. It's more about recognizing the patterns, okay? Because some of you have grown some kind of a comfort zone around this healing cycle, okay? Along the lines of being within, doing the work, because there's, I don't remember the specific term, but there's like there's a specific term, and if you guys know it, please post it in the comments, because it's not like I can't even think about it. But basically what it does is it keeps you in a perpetual healing cycle for years, Pisces, without letting you advance at all. Like it's like you think you have to do the healing work, and it's like you never get done healing. And so you put other things off in your life, you put other opportunities off, you miss out on a lot of other things in your life because it kind of catches you in a loop. And you're healing and healing and healing and healing, and that's all you're doing. And so what I'm getting for some of you, this healing cycle or this healing mode, because of how long you've been in it, it's become now a comfort zone. And now that you're being called back into the world, and again, this is like a little travel ban, this is a little world map. Now that you're being called to do new things, to experience, to take on new adventures, to go out into the world, you know, there's places you gotta go to, there's people you gotta meet. Now she's in a comfort zone. She's looking behind her window and she's observing, but she's not living. She's become an observer of life, but she's not living life. And so that's why I'm saying like this energy right here is kind of the challenge itself. And the more that she looks out of this window, the more that she gets pulled into this adventure, into this world, the more worry that comes up. So I don't know who this reading is for, but there's been a comfort zone built around healing and being in this healing mode, this perpetual healing mode. And Seven of Swords right beneath this card is saying that there's some deception about this. And the deception is not coming from other people. It may be coming from the shadow self. Okay? The shadow self may be afraid to take the next step. May be afraid to see what's next, what's to come. That it's creating this perpetual healing cycle. And as you can see, worry is in the mind, right? What do we have here? Four of Swords. Swords represent the mind space. What do we have here? Five of Swords. Mind space, mind space, mind space. That the wands represents passion, but also action. That is keeping you in a comfort zone when it comes to taking action. Okay? So at the end of the day, look how all the elements connect, okay? We start with the mind, which is the Swords. Okay, because there's worry in the mind, and this perpetual healing cycle is creating a lack of action when it comes to the wands, okay? Which then in return, by default, is creating Four of Cups. Dissatisfaction, boredom, staying the same. As you can see here, this is not really like a gloomy card, okay? Like her reality is not all that bad, right? Like she has blue skies, there's some trees, there's some greenery. But at the end of the day, she's kind of bored. She's been sitting there for a long time, and she's kind of bored of it. Like there's not much happening. There's not much going on. And as this new opportunity gets offered to her, look how it shifts. Like there's a clear distinction. There's a clear line here. As this new opportunity, this new adventure, this new proposition starts to shift her reality back into magic. But she's kind of looking the other way, into the past. Okay, see how these two cards are kind of like connecting? So she's looking back towards the past, which is by default causing her to overthink the situation and worry more. But again, there's good news, okay? Because at the center of the reading, we have the King of Wands. So it's really good news. But I still want to like kind of cover everything that's coming in from these cards before we move on. So yeah, Four of Cups. And I don't know if you guys keep up with the readings, but this is Master Manifestation Month. So again, everything is propelled. There's a massive window of opportunity right here, right now. So don't miss out on it, Pisces, because this is what it is. And the thing is, if you're watching this reading, you've already been made aware. Therefore, you can change it. You know, if this is your reading, you're going to know who you are. The fact that you're watching this reading, the fact that this message is coming through, and if you resonate with it, if this is your reading, this changes things already. Okay? Because if it's something that's been in the back of your mind or something that you aren't fully aware of, you know, it's like you're getting the download right here, right now. You know, as soon as, because sometimes we don't know what we don't know, therefore we can't take action towards it. But right now it's being highlighted for someone out there because it's going to be a game changer. This reading is going to be a game changer because it's going to make you aware of the energies that you're kind of navigating through. Because sometimes it's like we're banging our head against the same wall and we don't know how close we are to the breakthrough. So sometimes I don't know, dang, I keep trying to reference back, like Spirit will show me an image or show me a quote and I'm trying to say it, but I don't know if you've ever seen, it's basically like this meme or like this quote, but it has imagery in it. And it's like someone who's been in a cave and they've been kind of like pounding against the same wall to get to the diamond. And they're so close. They're literally like a couple more hits away from reaching the diamond. And he gives up, right? Because he's been hitting the same wall over and over again. And right beneath that image, there's another image. I don't know, like bear with me because I'm trying to describe this, but I can't. Like I'm just trying to describe a picture. But anyways, yeah, so he's trying to bang against this wall. He's so close to the diamond. He's like 3 or 4 hits away from getting to the diamond itself. He's already invested so much time and so much energy into this. And yeah, he gives up like 1 or 2 hits away from reaching the diamond, right? And so the second image was best case scenario. He went all the way, he got to the diamond, okay? It's like for you Pisces, there's not a long way for you to go because you're already there. You're already there. The opportunity's already here. See how it's already shifting her reality? So yeah, that's very important because I don't want you to get hung up on these energies here because the fact that if this is your reading, the fact that you're being made aware of this, you see, hey, you know what? This is all in my mind. I'm actually right here. I'm actually arriving at this month of May where the energies are propelled in my advantage to get to the goal, to get to the ultimate goal. So with the Four of Cups, I do want to touch base on this energy so that you kind of understand what it may look like, what it may feel like in your life. But the light side of this card is missing opportunities for abundance, okay? This is the month. A time to meditate, frustration and boredom, being a brat, not appreciating what you have, apathy, introspection, stability leading to boredom. I've never even, like, I've had this deck for a long time. I've never really picked up on this before. And I read this card so many times, but I can't believe it says being a brat. I don't think you are being a brat. I don't whatsoever. I don't even think that that part applies to you. What I do feel that does apply to you is frustration and boredom, because it feels like someone's been at it for a long time, like you've been at it for a long time, and you're like, okay, well, I'm not seeing much change. I'm putting in the work, I'm doing the things, I'm making the calls, but I'm not seeing much changing. The thing is, Pisces, think about that image. You know, I tried to describe it as best as I could. You're like 1 or 2 hits away from hitting the diamond, okay? That's why I'm on here. That's why I'm doing these readings, because this month of May is a month to take full advantage of, okay? To reach those goals, to reach those milestones. So yeah, focusing on the negative, pessimism, a time to practice gratitude, a gentle nudge to stop complaining. If you're finding yourself bored, unsatisfied, or frustrated with your current situation, know that you're likely missing the vibrant landscapes that are present just beyond the peripheral vision. Often we become focused on our own internal perspectives, that our feelings about the situation can prevent us from noticing the arrival of extraordinary opportunities and remarkable things. Pisces, in this place where you are right now, in this energy, if you find yourself here, the opportunities is here now, okay? This is why the reading is even coming to your attention, if you feel like you resonate with this, because the opportunity is here to make the difference, okay? Extraordinary opportunities and remarkable things. Even though you're seeing it as one cup, that cup is going to lead to everything you've ever wanted, okay? So it's very important to kind of clear this energy if you need to, because it's very present. The fact that most of these cards are saying the same thing, okay, is creating some kind of illusion where the longer you sit in this energy, the longer you feel underwater. Okay, so you know what this feels like? You know when you make a bad decision that leads to another bad decision that leads to another bad decision, and it doesn't have to be like something super bad. Like it could be like, I don't know, it could be that you woke up early to do something you really wanted to do, but maybe you laid in bed a little bit too long and you ended up getting late to that one thing, right? And then now because you're getting late to that one thing, now you're rushing. And now because you're rushing, you're maybe in a bad mood, or you're kind of having to swerve through traffic. And then once you get there, you're getting there late. And so it's like you kind of feel like it's a snowball effect. One small little thing will lead to another. Maybe you ate the wrong thing, like maybe you kind of ate something that you knew was gonna be heavier to digest, or something that was not that healthy. Now you have less energy, now you're feeling a little bit sleepy, a little bit sluggish, now you don't have the energy to do the one thing that you wanted. Maybe you had a task to do and maybe you decided to watch Netflix. And so it's like those very little things that can seem insignificant, it can snowball into something bigger, into something bigger, into something bigger, and then before you know it, you have momentum going towards the thing that you didn't want. And then all of a sudden you think, okay, this was a bad day, or this was not my favorite day. But the thing is, you can switch it anytime. The fact that things started off a certain kind of way, the fact that you were late to the first appointment doesn't mean that the whole day is doomed. It doesn't mean that the whole day is going to be bad. Because the thing is, when we have momentum going in a direction that we don't want it to go, it's so, okay, like, I don't even know like why this is coming up, but the way to stop momentum, because momentum is like a snowball kind of effect. Again, one little thing leads to the other, and before you know it, you got all this energy, all this momentum going in the direction that you don't want. The thing to do to stop that momentum, okay, is do the next right thing, okay? The next right thing is just going to break that off completely. It cancels it out. You don't have to wait for another day. You don't have to take a nap and wake up again to start all over. You can just make the next right decision. And it can be as small as, I don't know, like, it can be as small as maybe washing the dishes in that moment that you're feeling like, oh my God, everything's going the wrong way. Or it could be as small as hitting the gym, you know? Or it can be as small as just stepping outside and maybe sitting in nature for a little while, like sunbathing, or I don't know, like meditating or taking a few breaths. Or it can be as small as doing a to-do list, as simple as it may be, whether it's like putting the laundry in the right place, folding the clothes, whatever it is. It's like doing that next little right thing, as small as it is. Maybe reading instead of watching Netflix. I know a lot of people, that doesn't sound sexy, it doesn't sound attractive, but it will make you feel better. Okay? Sometimes, okay, this is I don't know why this is coming up, but everything that we do has a price. Okay? We have to pay the price even for good things and for bad things, right? So for bad things, usually what happens, like, and it, like with bad things, I'm saying like bad habits, for example. It doesn't have to be like a whole like big thing, right? We either pay the price up front or we pay the price after. Okay? With bad habits or bad things, we pay the price after. That's why it feels easier to engage with that bad habit, because we're gonna pay the price after, so we don't think about it too much. But with something good, we pay the price first, and then we get the reward after. Does that make sense? Because, for example, let's say that it's hitting the gym, okay? All right? Well, you're gonna pay the price up front, meaning that you're gonna have to get yourself off the couch, you're gonna have to put your gym clothes on, you're gonna have to drive to the gym, and you're gonna have to start your workout, right? So it's like, oh my God, sometimes the hardest part is beginning, because once you're doing the workout, an object in motion stays in motion. You're gonna have more energy, you're gonna feel better, and after the workout, you're gonna feel proud, okay? And so that's why, because you paid the price up front. But when you pay the price after, maybe it was easier to stay on the couch and turn on Netflix and watch Netflix, and before you know it, you binge watched the whole series, and now you're feeling kind of crappy because you didn't really do much with the time, and it actually took your energy. Working out will give you energy, watching Netflix will take the energy. And I'm not saying Netflix is bad, it's just kind of like an example. I don't know why it's coming in, but I feel the need to say it, because for some of you, it feels like it's a perpetual cycle. Like it just kind of spirals into something that you don't want. It just kind of has momentum towards something you don't want. And if this is not your reading, it's not your reading. But if it's your reading, you're gonna know who you are, because we have overcoming obstacles, worry, 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 4 of Cups, the Moon. Like there's no denying this energy. If it's coming up in the reading, it's for someone out there. So I hope this helps, or I hope it makes sense. I'm trying to describe it the best that I can. But it's like, you don't have to worry. Even if your whole day, and like, there's no right or wrong. It's just saying that right now you have this massive opportunity, Pisces, to change it all for the better, Pisces. Like this will literally change your entire life for the better. Like that's how serious this reading is, and that's how powerful this month of May is. Okay? I don't even know why this is coming up, but I noticed like a lot of like people like online, like they're talking about the retrograde, and they're talking about the past and obstacles that are coming in. But the thing is, that's not where the attention should be at, because this month is allowing us a massive opportunity to manifest the thing that we wanted by being tested by the retrograde. So the retrograde is actually there as this little quiz, okay, for us to get to the finish line. So it's actually a very positive thing. So I don't like how a lot of people are describing this retrograde or this eclipse. Okay, a lot of people are kind of pointing out like the not so positive side of it. But the thing is, there's a massive opportunity in this, and that's what I want to keep the focus on, because if you kind of take advantage of that, the opportunity is here. You're already touching it. It's already in your hand. You're going to be able to really break through from this energy, and your whole lifestyle is going to change, Pisces. Not only are you going to get the thing that you wanted, you're going to start to live at that level from that lifestyle. You know, it's easier, like when we have bad company, when we have bad habits, it's easier to continue engaging with that. But when you invest in yourself, let's say that you invest into eating healthy, okay? Now, by default, naturally, because you're doing all that work, you're gonna naturally want to work out. And because you're eating healthy and you're naturally working out, you're gonna want to do better things with your time. So maybe you're gonna want to read instead of watch Netflix. Maybe you're gonna want to kind of like take advantage of every second of the day, right? So it's like one positive thing will lead to another positive thing that will lead to another positive thing, and before you know it, your entire routine has shifted. And it's not even about creating good habits, it's not even about doing it for 21 days, because all of that sounds like hard work, right? So it's like, start with that one thing, okay? Just one thing that will lead to another good thing, that will lead to another good thing. Just like negativity is contagious, positivity is also contagious. And once because it's kind of, the hardest part is to get it going. Once it's going, it has momentum, Okay, so it's gonna lead to the next positive thing and the next positive thing. And once you're there, you're gonna be like, I worked so hard to get here and I got good momentum going for me, so why the heck am I gonna F it up by doing something, you know, that is not for my highest good? So the hardest part is to get it going. That's when you pay the price. But once it's going, Pisces, that machine is not gonna stop. It's gonna lead to the next good thing, and to the next good thing, and then you're gonna see the results that you want at the gym. Then you're gonna feel better. You're gonna have more energy because you're eating healthier. Then you're gonna notice that because you're consuming more positive content, you're gonna notice that it's gonna translate into more creativity, into, you know, it's like the whole thing is gonna snowball in the direction that you want it to go. And before you know it, it's gonna be compounding, okay? And it's gonna help you reach your goals to the point that the only thing you had to work towards was get it going. Once it started, it's gonna work for itself, okay? And that leads to more money, that leads to more abundance, that leads to more energy, that leads to more beauty, okay? Beauty, like, that's the thing, a lot of people think that beauty is superficial, but the thing is, if you're beautiful on the inside, your physical appearance is gonna match that, okay? So if you have beautiful thoughts, if you're consuming beautiful things, your entire environment, your entire reality is gonna shift and reflect that. And yeah, the reason I'm saying it is because a lot of you have been sitting here and you're like, when is this opportunity gonna come? When is it gonna be my time? Your time is here and it's now, okay? It's here and it's now, okay? Would you rather pay the price up front? It's a small little price of entry. It's doing just one right thing that leads to the next right thing that leads to the next one. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with big goals. It's just choose one thing. Okay, and that's how easy it is to start. And the reason I'm like so laser focused and tunnel vision on this is because the way that the universe works, Pisces, is whatever you put out, you get back, both good or bad, right? So if I'm able to shine some kind of light on this situation, because this feels like someone who's been kind of like stuck in the mud for a little while, or there's been a little bit of stagnation, it's like, if I can shine some light, you know, in this message, what it can look like, you know, the best thing to move forward, you know, and you guys take action on this, and you guys actually get that, because the opportunity is in your hand. It's already here. There's not much you have to do. You just have to kind of leverage it. You just have to kind of move forward with it, you know, and you make those changes and you get those wins and you finally see it happen in your life, okay? Divine and universe is going to bring that back to me, because the positive energy that is sent out is always magnified. Okay, same with readers that focus on the negatives. Okay, that's why I don't like to engage in readings that are negative, or I don't like to kind of call in like those energies, because do you want to magnify that? Do you want to place more attention in that? Do you want to place more focus in that? Or do you want to do something that's actually going to change something, that's actually going to bring value? Okay, because again, for me, I don't really like when I do things in the world, and it could just be as simple as like, I don't know, like going to the store or going to like Chipotle and getting a gift card and giving it to homeless people, right? Like, it'll go a longer way. I'm not expecting them to give me gratitude or to, you know, there's a lot of people that just take it. Like, I don't even know why this is coming up, but it's coming up for a reason. Like, I remember a time where I was driving through Arizona and it's super hot out there, and there was this homeless guy right at the corner, and of course he had a sign up and stuff, and I was heading to the grocery store. And I was like, okay, I might as well, you know, get him something. Like, I might as well get him some drinks. You know, I don't even know why. Like, I usually don't do things like that. Like, I don't even know why this example is coming up. But anyways, I got like these drinks and stuff, and then I took cash out like from my card. And like, anyways, so I went over there and I handed it to him. And you know what he did? Okay, this is hilarious to me, because this is like one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. You know what he did, Pisces? Because I handed everything like from my hand, like I handed everything. I handed the money with the drinks and everything. He grabbed the money and threw the drinks to the floor. And it was a green light, so I had to kind of like keep going. And like inside of me, I was like, oh my God, you know, like I just did all the, like I just went in there and I wanted to do something nice, and like he threw the drinks out, like, and he just kept the money. But it was like he didn't even wait for me to go. Like, he looked me straight in the eye. He didn't even say thank you. He threw the drinks to the ground, took the money, and didn't even say thank you, nothing. He said, keep it going, like that. I was like, whoa. And I laughed, because usually like the way that I process emotions is I laugh. I rather laugh than cry. But I was like, whoa. But instantly, like, I got this, I don't even know why this example is coming in, but instantly I got this message from my angel saying, like, that was not, like, your test was a test of character. Like, you're not getting rewarded through the people, you're getting rewarded by God. God is the one that is seeing your actions. God is seeing what you're doing in life. That's why, Pisces, like, whenever people are like one person with people and then another person by themselves, like, God sees everything. So if you are a good person at heart, and you know, it's like, you don't get the credit from people. Don't seek credit from people. Don't seek for people to validate you or to compliment you, because if you're working for God, if you're working for the divine will reward you and pay you. So the things that I do are like, yes, it's for the people, it's to help, but who am I getting rewarded from? Who is taking account of the things that I'm doing? It's God, right? So same thing here, Pisces. Don't really worry about what other people are doing, what other people are saying. If you do something nice for someone and it's not going a long way, it's like, live your life like you're on camera, like if you're being recorded all the time, you know, like, be in integrity, be authentic, and just know that the rewards, the blessings, they come from above. Okay, they come from above. So don't let it depend on people, because if you let it depend on people, if you wait for a compliment, if you wait for gratitude, if you wait for reassurance, if you wait for a thank you, you know, it's like, it's gonna be like a roller coaster, because people aren't always authentic. People aren't always like straight up. People aren't always kind or do the right thing. So if you're doing it for God, it always comes back to you. So again, if anyone can get any kind of help from this, you know, that's really what's gonna change the game, because the opportunity is here. So let's wrap this up, because I'm already going a little bit over time. But yeah, if you remain open to shifting ever so slightly in order to see your situation in a fantastic new light, you will learn that the present moment is filled with the most dynamic magic. Instead of focusing on what you don't have right now, focus on what you do. Even better, spend energy focusing your thoughts on the experiences that will create the future. Take time to meditate and slow your mind. Will show you that life is better than it seems. It's up to you to shift into the abundance available to you right now. I see the fullness and richness in my life. Yeah, a lot of you have been sitting in this energy for a long time, so it's stagnated things in your life. Okay, it's not too bad. It's like, again, it's not super gloomy here. She's also comfortable there, but it's not what she wants. Look how this energy begins to shift her life already, but she's still looking the other way. Is it fear, Pisces? What is it? What is it? Because we have a Five of Swords again. For whoever this is, this card keeps coming up. This card pisses me off. This card pisses me off, because this is literally the reason why things are not moving or shifting the way that you want them to. Because a lot of you are like, wait, when is my break? When is my lucky break? When is the opportunity? When is it coming in? I've been waiting for a long time. The thing is, it's here. You can hear all the birds making all this noise. Like, you know, it's like, this is all mind space. This is all mental chatter. Okay? Same thing. The worry card clarifies the Five of Swords. It's the same thing. So, I don't feel the need to pull any clarifiers. We're going to wrap this reading up, and then we're going to move it over to the extended and see what else is coming through, what Spirit's advice is, what the next steps are, and the final outcome card, and anything else that might want to come in. But yeah, overall, Pisces, this energy of deception is not coming from the outside. It's coming from the shadow self. And see how that bird is making noise? And you hear all the birds? I don't know if you can hear them on the camera, but there's a whole bunch of birds making noise. I have my window open. But it feels noisy, Pisces. It feels cluttered. It feels like the mind space is kind of going in circles. Over and over again. And it's creating an illusion of being stuck, because it's not real. The moon, the illusion itself, the Seven of Swords, is coming from the shadow. It's not even real, Pisces. So overcome the obstacles. And I don't know, like, I usually like to keep readings as positive as possible, but for some reason this energy is still coming up. So I want to work through it as fast as possible so that we can move into the good part, because the good part's right here. The good part is the King of Wands, right? This is the potential of your energy, okay? Because in May, and I did another reading, I haven't posted it yet. I'm going to post it throughout this week, but the main energy that came in was the King of Wands as a general energy. And it was like you were stepping into the King of Wands. Remember, you're the 12th sign on the zodiac wheel, so you can step in and out of energies, okay? And you can embody the King of Wands. And this energy is the one that's going to take you to the finish line. This is the kind of energy that's going to help you win this month, Pisces. So let's turn this reading around, because I felt like I just got I don't know, like when I held this card, I got pulled into this energy and I don't like it at all. And I don't even know why that story came up of like that person. Because again, it's like sometimes when, and this is probably what it is. This is probably why that story was brought up. Because sometimes when we're doing things, like when we're working towards our goals or we're doing things for others and we don't see it come back to us, we're like, hey, why should I keep doing that? Why should I keep helping people? Or why should I keep doing the good stuff, right? Because I don't see it coming back to me right now. The thing is, it's not coming from people, right? It's not coming from them. It's not coming in the way that you think it's going to come in. It's not coming at the time that you think it's coming in. But if you trust and you continue doing good, just know that it's coming from the divine. Okay, and I just got that message, it's confirmation, okay? And I'm getting a phone call. I don't know if I should answer this. I want to wrap this reading up. So, I got a message and a phone call at the same time. So, Pisces, yeah. Okay, so I feel like this is why that story came up with the homeless person. Because what I feel like is that you've done a lot of good in the past, but maybe because you didn't see it come back to you in the way that you needed it to, or in the way that you wanted it to, or at the time that you wanted it to, maybe you lost faith. Maybe you're like, okay, like why do all this stuff if it's not going anywhere? The thing is, it is. You've been pounding towards that same wall. You're about to get to the diamond, okay? It's right there. It's almost like touching your hands right there. And as soon as you go into this opportunity, it shifts everything in your reality. So Pisces, the good part is the King of Wands. This energy here is going to propel the game, okay? This is what's going to move it forward, because here, Two of Wands is a comfort zone, okay? It's not taking action. Even though this is a fire energy and it's a Wands card, which is an action-taking card, the Two of Wands represents the comfort zone itself. So it's like you're going from a Two of Wands to the King of Wands. So again, as you clear this up, it's not even going to be like a 1, 2, 3. You're going from a Two of Wands to a King. Like you're going to move all the way forward. That little one thing that you thought was not really going to make a difference, 31:51 on the clock, is really going to propel things forward, okay? Because we have overcoming obstacles and worry. How do you overcome the obstacle? King of Wands. Okay? It's pretty straightforward. And then for the ones of you that feel like it's been a little bit of a downward spiral, and it's caught momentum, okay? Spirit's advice is nature, okay? If you feel like it's caught momentum in the wrong direction, you could do something as simple as going to nature, going to the park. Literally, maybe stepping outside of your house and, I don't know, laying down, sunbathing, putting a yoga mat out. You don't even have to do anything fancy, and lay underneath the sun. Maybe go to the park, maybe go walk your dogs. Whatever it is that you can do in relation to nature, okay? Maybe going to a river or to a lake. That's going to clear the momentum that you have going in the direction that you don't want it to go. And that's only for the ones that feel like your life has been going in a certain kind of direction that you don't want it to go. And it's like, how do I stop this thing? It's already caught momentum. Step into nature. Nature will take care of it. I don't know, like, you know how they make fun of people that hug trees and stuff? The thing is, it works because trees have energy, you know, and trees will take the negative energy. Just like they take the carbon and turn it into oxygen, it's the same thing that they will do with our energy. So maybe go hug some trees, Pisces. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it translates to money, if it translates to success, why not? King of Wands. Why not, Pisces? You should, if you feel called to do that, okay? If this doesn't apply to you, then it's not your reading. For the Pisces that I'm reading is for the Pisces that feel like they've been waiting for that opportunity. They've been waiting for that lucky break, and they're like, where is it? Where is it? It's this month of May. It's already here. Your hand's already touching it, but you're turning the other way, okay? Because you've had a lot of obstacles in your path. But this is where it all kind of eases up. This is where it all changes for you. So it's going to pull a couple more cards, and then we'll see. We'll see. I don't really even know if I'm going to make an extended for this one. Because I feel like the message is pretty straight through. Like, any kind of illusion, any kind of worry, any kind of obstacles will be overcome by doing the next right thing. As little as it can be. The next right thing will lead to the next right thing. You know when you have a negative thought and then you have another negative thought that leads to another negative thought? You know, negativity is contagious, just like positivity is contagious. You know, if you just listen to your favorite song and you're in a good mood, maybe you just, I don't know, like, woke up at the right time, you know, woke up on the right side of the bed, you're going to want to keep that going. You're going to keep that good momentum going in your life. And so, yeah, I don't know, some of you have spiraled in the direction that you didn't want to spiral into. And right here, right now, you have the opportunity to bring it right back to where you want it to be. So, Holy Spirit, is there anything else we should know about this reading? Is there anything else we should know about this reading, Holy Spirit? Is there anything else you would like Pisces to know about this reading? Holy Spirit, is there anything else you would like Pisces to know? Is there anything else to watch out for? Okay, that was fast. Hangman. These fell on the ground. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Oh my god. And the Ace of Pentacles. Pisces. You're only staying in the same place because of illusion. It's not even real anymore, Pisces. This Hangman situation, you already mastered it. You already grasped the lesson. So, Hangman is in the reverse because he's trying to gain illumination on the situation so that he can move forward. Okay, like, what point is it to move forward but going the wrong direction, right? So, Hangman is like, I'm not going to waste my time or my energy. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to get the answers that I need before I channel my effort in the wrong direction. Like, why would I do that? I'm going to get a longer wait if I just pause for a second, get the illumination that I need so that I can move in the right direction. Because action in the wrong direction is not going to take you anywhere. It's actually going to take you further down the path that you don't want to go. Okay? But at this time, you have the right information. You've mastered the Hangman situation. And so now it's all illusions. See how she's not actually trapped or bound? She's not tied up. She's not blindfolded, but she perceives herself to be illusions. Okay, this Hangman position, this Four of Swords has now become a comfort zone. This is not like what life is supposed to be like, Pisces. If you were in a Hangman kind of situation, if you were in stagnation, if you were in a healing mode, it's because there were lessons for you to kind of gain and work through at that point of your life. But you've passed that test. You're done with that. And now it's just become a comfort zone that is keeping you the same. And the money's calling you in. The opportunities are calling you in. There's an Ace of Pentacles here for you that is being granted to you this month. Okay? That's how it comes in. What is this cup? What is this opportunity that is changing her reality? It's the Ace of Pentacles. See how it changes her reality as it comes in? But there's an apprehension to even look at it. Like, she's not even wanting to look at it. So, yeah, I don't know, Pisces. I don't know what to say. It's pretty straightforward. I wonder if it's like something to do with, the thing is, it could really just be anything, because Five of Swords could also be someone who's had failure in the past, like something, like maybe you were getting an opportunity to do something again that you failed in the past, and maybe that could just be like keeping you in your head, maybe trying to analyze how it was that you failed the last time, what to avoid this time around. But the thing is, he's not being strategic anymore. He's not planning. He's over-analyzing. He's overthinking. And he's digging the hole deeper. Like, this energy came through in 2 other readings that I just did recently. And so it's still here. It's still showing its face. So, yeah, I don't like it at all. But it's still here for a reason. So, for someone out there, this is still being worked through. So, Holy Spirit, what is your advice for Pisces to overcome this? Holy Spirit, what is your advice for Pisces to overcome whatever this energy is that is not beneficial? What's your advice for Pisces, Holy Spirit? The Sun, that was pretty fast. Wow, Pisces, remember how I said nature and kind of like, I don't know if this is something to do, like, because the Sun overall is a big yes card. It's a card to move forward because you're so close to your happiness. But also, I'm getting some kind of connection with the nature and the sun. Maybe you literally just need to kind of like sit underneath the sun. Maybe you literally just need to go outside for nature to absorb the negative energy and to transmute it for you, because we have nature and we have the sun, okay? So like it feels very similar in a sense. Because also sometimes when we feel kind of unmotivated and kind of like lackluster, kind of like dull and kind of like tired, it's like we're tired of being tired. It's like, how am I even going to take that action if I don't even have the energy, right? Sometimes that's the case. And for some of you, I don't even know why this is coming in. This is not a medical kind of reading, but you may need a little bit of vitamin D, okay? Maybe some vitamin D that you could, you know, buy at the store, or literally just sitting underneath the sun. Because the sun translates to more vitamin D that then translates to all the other nutrients that the body needs, and therefore like producing more dopamine and serotonin. Some of you may be a little bit like dull like in life, but it's not because that's who you are. It's just because of the lifestyle, because of the current habits, because you've been in a long healing cycle, okay? So this again in other tarot decks is depicted as a coffin. Like she's literally dead in her coffin. How much energy you think you're gonna have in this kind of, you know, energy, or in this kind of situation? Not a lot. That's why it's calling you to step into the sun. It's just complete opposite. I want to touch base on this card, but it's also a big yes card. So whatever you've been planning, whatever you've been thinking about that you want to take action on, the sun is a big yes card. So inspiration, so joy, inspiration, success, abundance and fulfillment, exuberant creativity, positivity, love, manifesting dreams, inner beauty, a yes card. The sun breathes life into everything he touches. Radiating brightly, he creates a path of love and harmonic abundance. This is a card of joyful celebration and a vibrant sign of positivity and success. Expect to find bliss and be ready to take inspired action based on radical positivity and generosity. Allow others to bask in the warm glow of your beaming heart and your inspired mind. People will feel drawn to you when the sun card arrives. Hello, charisma, live it up. This card is reassuring you that things are unfolding beautifully. You are perfect, whole, and loved by the cosmos, and it may be a time to deal with any feelings of inadequacy or not enoughness in order to find your shiny confidence. The sun is on its way to illuminate the corners of your heart and to set the world ablaze with opportunity and inspiration. I am whole and I am more than enough. I shine like the sun when I am happy. Pisces, like straight up, I'm just gonna say it, for some of you, it's literally sitting underneath the sun. Right? Like that's how easy this is, like going out into nature so that you could break the cycle of whatever negativity that's been going in your mind. So I don't even know if I'm gonna make an extended for this, because I don't really see the need to, because it's like the solution is right here. But then again, I do want to clarify the King of Wands, because I want to know more about this energy, because this is the energy that changes the game for you. This is what makes it happen for you. So Pisces, for the ones that resonate, I will make an extended and we'll dive more deep into the King of Wands. I'm going to also pull more cards to see what we should watch out for, what are the next steps, what are the next moves, Spirit's advice, and also a final outcome card. So I'm going to be moving this over to the extended. If you resonate with this reading, there's going to be a link in the description box below that takes you to the extended reading. But for now, Pisces, this is all I have. I'm moving this over to the extended. Blessings. Take care.